Okay. Um, Quasars, celestial objects so far away that their light takes at least 500 million years to reach Earth, have been seen since 1963. Okay. For anything that far away to appear from Earth the way quasars do, it would have to burn steadily at a rate that produces more light than 90 billion suns would produce. But nothing that burns at a rate that produces that much light, I guess more than 90 billion suns would produce, could exist for more than about 100 million years. Okay. And if the statements are true, which of the following must also be true? All right.
So
So
in your own words. So like, what's going on?
this question, I was like, oh my God. All right. So you got these quasars and they tell you what it is, a celestial object. Um, that's far
Yeah,
away from
they're
Earth,
so far away that
but
their
it takes
light
at
takes,
least 500 million years
yeah,
to reach
to
Earth.
reach Earth.
The light
Yeah,
takes.
so it's like traveling light. Okay, cool.
And they've been seen since 1963. So that's cool. So I guess it took that long for the light to finally come
Yeah,
down.
okay, no, great inference here. So if they have been seen since, if these have been seen since 1963, how long have the quasars had to have been?
At least 500 million years before 1963.
1963. Excellent. All right, continue on.
So for anything that far away to appear from Earth the way quasars do, it would have to burn steadily at a rate that produces more light than 90 billion suns would produce. Okay. So when it says for anything, I thought it was kind of introducing like a principle, like if anything's going to be that far away, then it burns at a rate that produces more light than 90 billion suns, which is a
Yes,
lot.
yes. For anything that far away to appear from Earth, it would have to burn steadily at a rate that produces more light than 90 billion. Yes.
But nothing that burns at a rate that produces that much light the 90 billion suns would produce could exist for more than about 100 million years. Okay,
It's almost
so
like a paradox, right? Like
yeah, when I read
what's
this,
going on here?
I was like, okay, first you give me at least 500 million years. Now you're telling me like more than about 100 million. I was like, what's the year?
So
So
what's the issue?
I think what the issue was that you're saying that it takes their light at least 500 million years to reach Earth, but because it burns at this like intense 90 billion sun rate, right? That it couldn't, if it burns at this rate, then it couldn't exist for more than 100 million years. So like how couldn't it could have existed for 500 million years to reach Earth?
Exactly. Something must be off, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and start with A.
If the statements above are true, which of the following must also be true, A says instruments in use before 1963 were not sensitive enough to permit quasars to be seen. Okay, I don't find that like relevant to this anyway, but also like that doesn't have to be true.
Right. Excellent.
Um, light from quasars first began reaching Earth in 1963. I guess that's just when it was seen. That doesn't mean like it wasn't happening before, but it was just seen. So I don't know if that must be true. I don't think so.
Awesome.
Anything that far from Earth appears as bright as a quasar does must produce more light than would be produced by 90 billion suns. I don't think that's true either. Like we don't know if it appears as bright if it produces more light than with 90 billion suns.
Right. We have no idea.
Yeah. D says nothing that is far from Earth as quasars can continue to exist for more than 100 million years. Okay, so they're saying nothing, which is really strong, and this must be true. So probably not. Nothing that's as far can continue to exist. I mean, I don't think we know of nothing. We just
Nothing
know
can continue to exist.
that's like that's what I was saying. I was like, nothing is really strong, and I'm like, okay,
What
what
is this?
question type are we in?
What is D missing that makes it wrong? Like, what could we add in that would make D right?
Um, nothing that's as far from Earth as quasars are can continue to exist. Maybe about their light.
Yeah, nothing that burns at a rate that produces that much light could exist for 100
Yeah.
million years, but not nothing in general.
Yeah, they're saying like, oh, quasars just stop after 100 million years. And it's like, wait, that contradicts the first sentence.
Awesome. All right.
And then E says no quasar that has ever been seen from Earth exists any longer. I mean, yeah, because if it takes 500 million years for the light to come to Earth, but nothing that burns at a rate could exist for around 100 million years, then the quasar stops existing, but the light continues. And
Yes. But
it's,
if we're seeing it, it must no longer be a thing over there.
yeah,
Excellent. What did you say for this one?
I think I said, what did I say? Probably some awful answer. D.
I like when
now,
you can laugh at your wrong answers.
yeah, now it makes a lot of sense. I'm like,